Welcome back. Welcome back to the show. It's JM Pro Sports Talk. You got Max, you got Jake. That's Jake.
Me.
This is Max.
That's it.
All right, so it's been a little bit.
Couple weeks.
A couple weeks, yeah.
Because somebody had to go to Las Vegas.
Yeah, so the one thing that I will say about Las Vegas.
It sucks.
No. It was fantastic. But granted, okay, here are my biggest critiques over the whole entire thing. Okay, I'm glad you brought this up. Okay, Ubers, anywhere, Lyfts, doesn't matter, fucking at least $20. Doesn't matter if you're going 2 blocks away, $20. Because they know you don't want to walk in that 105-degree weather. I didn't. And so I paid it multiple times. When you're in a Lyft or an Uber in Vegas, they literally drive like they're fucking psychopaths.
Yeah, I bet.
And I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense because we had a lady can pick us up from a place. I won't name the place, not get myself in trouble. And we told her, I need to go back to the Venetian Resort. That's where I was staying. And if anybody doesn't know what the Venetian Resort is, just look it up. It was incredible. I felt like I didn't belong there at all. And I really didn't, but I stayed there anyways. But what was I saying? Dude, I can't even remember.
Whatever.
But yeah, the whole thing. Vegas was sick. The Sphere is sick. So if you're ever at night on the Strip, the Sphere turns into a basketball or an eyeball. So that was pretty cool. But I will say, Caesar's Palace is a joke. Okay, that was seriously. It's like it wasn't. The Venetian I thought was better than Caesar's Palace, and also Caesar's Palace. I just hated it. But Vegas was fun. I got to see the Raiders. Not Raiders. I got to see where they play and everything.
You saw them play?
Yeah. But yeah, Las Vegas is awesome.
Wow.
But now that I'm back, I still tried to watch some Reds games while I was in Vegas, even though that sounds depressing. But I did, and I watched them lose every day I was in Vegas.
Yeah, you get 10 wins in a month. It's not a good month.
Yeah. So, but there are more important things happening right now than Vegas and baseball.
Especially because the Reds suck now.
And well, I mean, they're above 500 still, so at least we have that.
But we're like terrible.
But the last week we talked about Premier League. It was opening weekend, I believe, on the last episode. So a couple things have already happened. Of course, Man City's already off to a 3-0 start. Everybody kind of predicted that.
Best team.
Didn't look like they were going to win last week. They're not. Until Rodri in that 82nd minute.
What do you mean?
When they won 2-1.
Sheffield scored, and then we scored immediately after.
I know. You shouldn't have scored.
Okay.
So
we should have had 15 goals that game.
But did you?
No.
You only scored 2. You only scored 2 against Sheffield.
Wait until.
Yeah, I thought you guys were supposed to have the best offense in the league.
Dude, man, you lost 2-0 to Tottenham.
I don't want to
Shut your mouth.
Listen. I don't know what the fuck Man U's doing. Okay, they have 4 goals on the season. How many of them do you think are by wingers and midfielders and strikers?
Like
2. Yeah. So center backs have the other 2 goals so far in the season.
Martinez has an own goal. So.
Yeah, that's pretty nice. Varane is the only goal that won us the first game against the Wolves. He had that header.
Should have drew that game.
Yeah. No, I don't. I don't know.
Absolutely knocked that dude unconscious.
See, this is what I was not hoping for. Last season was the same thing. Had a terrible start. Absolutely awful. At one point, we were down to 13th. Okay, and then we finally started feeling ourselves playing better, and we finished top 3. But going into this season, I thought having the rest of that full season with Ten Hag and having the whole off season to prepare for this season would start us off on a better foot offensively.
Well, their defense is kind of trash too.
And well, that's what I'm saying. Like, they have so many just lost possessions.
You know what they need to do? Get rid of Martinez.
They need to get rid of Martinez. They need to get rid of Martial. I don't know why they still have it. Apparently, he's a club favorite. Motherfucker hasn't played. Why are we keeping him? When we don't have a striker, he still doesn't play because he's not healthy. He's never healthy.
Well,
not once in his but he's never played a full season ever.
I'm not surprised.
Ever. You know the most games that he's ever played for Man U in a full season is less than 20. So why are we keeping him? We have no offense. We have no attacking. I know, but it's and then it's like the chemistry. Who knows how long that's going to take for him to actually be with full chemistry on the team to play good.
Well, and they just signed stupid ass people that don't do anything for the team, like Anthony.
Yeah, Anthony does nothing, and we paid $80 million for him. Same thing with Sancho. We paid over $100 million for Sancho. I mean, granted, Sancho's still 23. He's still young.
I mean,
but
Anthony's like 22.
Exactly. But we have the young that we paid combined almost $200 million for those two alone. Sancho's not even an everyday starter now. He's not.
That's because he scored like 3 goals.
Yeah.
In the Premier League.
Yeah. Ever since we've signed him.
It's been like 2.5 years.
Exactly. And so I'm fed up. I'm fucking sick of it. I wanted a better start, even though it's three matches. I understand it's only 3 matches, but in the 3 matches that I've seen so far, no fucking defense, no fucking offense. We don't have anybody on the team right now that's going to help us finish top 3 this season. I guarantee you that. Guarantee you that. We're not going to finish top 3.
You don't have
Our defense is just sucking ass this season.
You don't have anybody on your team that's going to help you finish top 3.
It took Rashford to score like 26 goals in like a month in order to get us back up to top 6. So unless he does that again,
he's going to have probably 20 goals.
Yeah, well, he has the least amount of touches amongst all wingers so far this season.
Because
we're idiots! We're idiots! And we don't give him the fucking ball.
No, it's because they fucking play him as striker where he doesn't want to play. And now their last game, they played him as a winger.
Yeah. Yeah, and then one of the last times, Sancho was a striker. I'm like, that's probably worse.
Well, they have to do something. They don't have a striker.
I know. Because Martial can't play. He's not fit.
Well, not even that. They just fucking...
Well, he can't play right now. He's not fit.
A new striker. He literally played their last game as a striker.
And what did he do?
What did they do? They didn't do anything.
Martial does nothing every single time he plays for us. Unless it's preseason. He looks like fucking Erling Haaland in preseason. But no. As soon as the season starts, he can't do nothing.
What the fuck did he do in the preseason?
There was one match in the preseason, he played like 20 minutes, scored 2 goals. And I was like, okay, that's nice. But granted, it was against some team in Germany. But, I mean, they're in the Bundesliga. I can't remember who it is.
Well,
so,
whatever.
That's my rant about Man U. Of course, I'm hoping for a good season.
He has a team that sucks.
You don't have any right to complain right now, okay? You haven't had any right in years, okay? So about your team sucking. I don't want to hear
the Bengals?
No, we're talking about soccer. Man City's been the best team alive for years. Okay. So let me rant about this. I don't want to hear anything. This is my pain.
I don't got to rant about nothing.
I know you don't. I know you don't. So it's Manchester fucking United. I think everybody understands how important it is for this club to be successful.
No.
Yeah.
And so League's moving on just fine without him.
And so there has to be a change. I don't know what they're going to do, but there has to be a change.
Well, they got until I think the end of the day to sign somebody. So.
Yeah, or else I'm going to be a fucking Luton Town.
Oh, yeah.
No, just kidding.
Oh,
I would never do that. They're second to last, I think.
They're probably last.
Everton's last.
No, they're basically
well, Luton's already... Yeah, Luton's... But, I mean, Everton... Burnley... Wait. So Sheffield, Burnley, Luton, and Everton all are defeated so far in the season.
And they all suck terribly.
They do. Yep.
Probably 3 of those teams are going to get relegated.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's my rant on Man U. And we do play
Arsenal, so that's probably another loss.
That's for sure going to be another loss. Well, it wouldn't change my mind, if we have a strong win. Even if it's 2-1, 1-0.
Man City's had a nice, easy game this week.
Yeah, they've had a nice, easy start of the season. So
we played Newcastle, so fuck off.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Newcastle, they're not that good.
They're not that good. They're in the fucking Champions League.
They got lucky last season.
Yeah. And then, first game of the season, they won 5-1.
Yeah. Who are they playing, though?
Go look.
Aston Villa.
Yeah.
Okay.
Aston Villa's good. Oh, they finished 6th last year.
Not this season.
They finished 6th last year.
Dude,
Who did they lose?
Everybody projecting Aston Villa to finish outside of top 10, so I feel like I'm not crazy.
Who? You watch Pitch Side, don't you?
Yeah.
They all predicted them in the top 10.
No, they didn't.
Yes, they did.
No, they didn't.
You want to bet?
Yeah.
How much you want to bet on?
$100.
Okay.
All right.
All right, we'll see.
Okay.
I'll go rewatch it.
All right, I will too.
No, you
I'll be
won't.
$100 richer.
No, yeah, okay.
I re-listened to it this morning.
You did you?
No, I didn't. I was trying to look at who am I on? Oh, I'm on Newcastle.
Fuck.
I don't give a fuck about Newcastle.
Because they're better than you.
No, bullshit. They are. If they were, they would have finished higher than them last season.
Oh, you know,
And
it
they would have
also
beat us
probably
head to
helped
head.
Man U a lot.
If they
Bruno, if Bruno
If
could
they
fucking
scored.
finish in the box.
Yeah, that'd be nice too. Yeah.
I saw one. He was literally onside, like
Or
by
Mason
himself.
Mount. Or Mason Mount.
Well, he sucks. I don't know why anybody thought he.
Well,
was
he's
gonna
injured.
be
We have four players injured right now.
Well, I
we
don't
have
know
Luke
why-
Shaw. We don't have any backs right now.
He was like good. He was good at Chelsea, but like, do you think he's gonna go there and score fucking 10 goals? No.
No, but I mean they got him for a decent deal.
Well, they signed for like
45.
Yeah,
That's not bad.
I don't want him.
He's 25.
I don't want him. Same with Kai Havertz. Don't want him. They're the main players on fucking Chelsea. Couldn't do shit.
Yeah, well, I think he was a pretty good option for him, and Chelsea and Man U played like the same exact formation multiple times last season, and so I think his chemistry will be a little bit better because he's playing the same exact position and he's playing literally on the same exact position on the pitch. It's not the CDM moving to the left or right, it's exactly where he was with Chelsea, but we won't see him for at least 2 months now. Luke Shaw's out and Tyrell Malacia is out. Well, we're fucked.
They don't fucking need Malacia. They have fucking Luke Shaw.
He's out. He's out for months.
Luke Shaw.
Yes.
Oh, well, you guys are fucked now. I guess.
Yeah, we are. Yeah. Well, we Man U just signed fuck. What's his name?
Yeah.
The back for Chelsea. He's a curly haired Kurasela.
Good luck.
That's the only thing we got so far. We just signed him yesterday.
He's dog shit.
Yeah, I know. I looked him up, and one of his highlight reels is him missing tackles.
He's terrible.
He's apparently he's known to slide tackle and miss the ball and the defender. So it's like FIFA.
No,
You just slide tackle.
He's just not good at anything.
I know. Well, I mean, we literally have no one. You know who's
Chelsea signed him for 60 mil. So
who's supposed to fill in for left back because Lindelof will come out and play center back is Martinez.
good luck with that one.
We're screwed. We are screwed
You need to put
until we have some
You need to put
defense.
Wan-Bissaka over there or something.
Yeah. Oh, well, I mean, he's a
I don't want to hear you bitch about injuries. I said you don't got their best player in for 4 months. So
Holland.
no, De Bruyne.
So you think De Bruyne is better than Holland?
Yes.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah.
Good. I hope if De Bruyne fucking has both his legs amputated.
Yeah. Well.
Like a little
I
ball.
won't-
You
I
got to
won't
roll
have
him around on the pitch for him to score.
No. Yeah.
That'd be nice.
He probably still would.
If I still score against Man U.
Yeah. So fuck Man U.
All right, so that's enough about Premier League because this episode's not even about Premier League. It's about really kind of NFL, and we're going to get into NFL in a little bit. But before we move into the NFL, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with the MLS, and you're going to hear a word from our sponsor.
We're back.
We're back. Welcome back. Okay.
How was that ad read?
It was fantastic. So now we kind of want to cover MLS. We don't want to talk about MLS, but it's going to be real quick.
Even MX just said we're going to talk about the NFL.
No,
Yeah.
I did not.
Yes, you did.
On the break, I said we're going to talk about the MLS.
Well, it's been like 25 minutes, so you don't remember.
That's my dollars humping each other.
Nice. Alright.
All right, but MLS. FC Cincinnati still on top, 57 points. Another one last night. Was it 2-1 or was it 3-1?
2-1.
2-1.
Yeah.
Have a 10-point lead for first place. Western Conference, forget who has first place. But they have 47 points. We have 57 points. And this is just a question I want to ask you. Is there any chance FC finishes out of the top three?
What the hell kind of question is that?
Because when you think about it, if FC loses
what?
3,
The rest of their games?
if FC loses even 3 matches,
That means that
and then
New
they win
England has
3.
to win the rest of their games.
Yes.
What do you mean
Yes.
3 matches? If we lose 3 matches, we're still in first place. Even if the
We'd
team
be
behind us,
tied.
we're 10 points ahead.
Oh yeah, we'd be first place. Yeah, I guess there's no really. There's no.
And there's 11 games left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
I think
They're gonna be fine. They're gonna be fine. But does this kind of season for FC Cincinnati ever scare you? Because showing their success, do you see a lot of this team leaving in the next year or two?
No, they're not good enough to leave to go anywhere really.
I think Barrial is.
I think he's
good enough.
very good, but
Yeah.
I mean, he might leave, but I doubt it.
Well, that would suck if he did leave.
I mean,
You don't think your coach is ever going to, if he gets
he's
an offer?
fucking 31. No.
Ludendown might be calling his name.
Oh, yeah.
You never know.
I doubt it. He'd probably make more money here.
Yeah, I think he would. All right, so, I mean, that's it. I just wanted to point out that FC Cincinnati is still in first, and
hopefully they don't do a Cincinnati job and choke.
Yeah. Okay, so now, what everybody's been waiting for, because we have such a huge crowd.
Football. Football time.
NFL is back, baby!
It's not. We still got a week and a half.
Well,
Or a week, actually, from today.
I know, but it's back.
It's not.
Oh, yes.
It's not back until
the next televised game is not preseason; it's regular season.
So it's not back yet.
It's back now. Now it's back.
It hasn't happened yet, so it does not back yet.
I'm gonna fuck him up. I'm going to. Okay, so there's literally no fucking reason at all to ever talk about preseason, so we're not going to. I think the biggest questions is, for one, who has the best offenses in the league right now?
Bengals.
And that is what we are going to tell you on today's podcast.
Yeah, we'll see.
So some of the things that we're going to tell you today is our top 5 best offenses.
Yeah, and Max's are going to be bad.
No, they're not. Bengals are 5th. But no, they're not.
He's going to be Jaguars, Titans,
neither one of them are on it.
Patriots, and
Nope.
Dolphins.
No. No, I would consider Dolphins if they had an actual running back, but they don't. And an actual quarterback.
They're going to get Jonathan Taylor halfway through the season.
Yeah. Well.
Maybe.
Yeah. Okay, so.
But it doesn't matter.
Going into this season.
Tua sucks, so. Yeah.
Going into this season. Who do you have your top 5? Start from 5.
How about I start from 1?
No.
It'd make it a little easier.
No, because if you tell us what... Okay, then I'll give my list first.
All right, you go first and I'll look at it.
Okay.
Take your time.
Number 5. I have the Bengals. Bengals coming in number 5.
No way you're being serious.
I am. Number 4. 49ers.
You're stupid.
Number 3.
You think that the
Chiefs.
49ers and you think the 49ers and the Chiefs have
Number 2.
You're crazy.
Eagles.
Oh,
Number 1. The Bills. Yeah.
What? Are you serious?
No, I'm not serious. So
actually, don't even. You just looked it off your phone.
No, I have my notes app.
Okay, so, let me see your notes app then.
Well, I did it literally when you got here.
So then that was your list.
No, not actually. I was gonna get my top 5, and then I'm changing it. The only change that I would do is I'm dropping Chiefs from 3 to 5, and I put Bengals at 3. But I wanted to put Bengals.
You
at
think
5.
the Bills have a better offense than the Bengals?
Yeah.
Why?
I think this year they'll have a better offense.
Tell me why.
I just think this year Bills will have a very, very strong. I think they'll have the best offense in the league.
You're psychotic, dude.
I think they will. So that's my top 5.
I hope that somebody sees this and they're just like, that dude's an idiot.
How?
Well, what makes you think they have a better offense than the Bengals?
Last year.
Joe Burrow's better. Jamar Chase is better. T. Higgins is better.
Doesn't matter.
Joe Mixon is better. Our offensive line is better. And our tight end is probably the only thing that's worse.
I think your OL is the only reason why Burrow's going to be in a wheelchair before he's 30.
We
So
literally
we'll
sign people every single season.
And how good has that worked out?
Pretty fucking good. He
Has
went
it?
from getting sacked 70 times to 40.
We'll see. I think this season Bills are going to have the best offense. I don't think there's
Okay,
any
but
way
can
around
you
it. I think the 49ers...
I
Niners.
need you to explain that to me. How
So-
are the 49ers in there and the Jets aren't? The Dolphins aren't? The Chargers aren't?
No. Because Because I don't think Justin Herbert's going to have as good a season this year as he did last year.
So you don't have any.
I think he's going to have a decline.
You just don't think he has. You don't have any reasoning behind it.
Well, because the Chargers, all they do is they rely, of course, on Justin Herbert, okay, and then they also rely on Austin Eckler. But if you've read reports, Austin Eckler's ahead of that whole meeting with the running backs getting paid, and so one of Eckler's situations going into this season is he wants less touches because he wants to hit the free agency market and make more money,
which will make him more fresh and probably better.
And so losing Austin Eckler in snaps is going to, I don't care what anyone says, is going to hurt the Chargers offense. That's why I don't put them in the top 5. Because they're not planning on using him as much as they did last season. And that's because of him. Because he wants to get paid and he wants to make more money. So you think Justin Herbert alone is going to give Mike Williams 1,000 yards? You think Keenan Allen's going to be healthy for more than 6 games?
Keenan Allen hasn't been hurting like fucking for more than 3 games in like
bullshit.
2 years, 2 or 3 years.
Bullshit. Look at Keenan Allen's career stats. We can look at the last 2 seasons alone.
Okay, go look at the last 2 seasons alone. And you're going to be like, wow, he actually wasn't hurt as much as I thought.
In the last 3 seasons, he's missed 11 games.
3 seasons, he's missed 11 games. You know how many games they play?
That's a lot.
You know how many games they play in 3 seasons?
A lot.
You know how many games they play in 3 seasons?
Oh, we'll keep looking. Doesn't matter what you say. I already know the Chargers are not going to be as good as they were last year. And they're losing all their defense too. Like who are they going to have?
Lose?
Who are they going to have?
Who did they lose?
Okay, well name a game changer on their defense right now that's going to help their offense.
No one on their defense is going to help their offense because it's on defense. But
and so then you're looking at an offense that's having your best offensive weapon on less targets, less carries.
How about you stop yelling and listen? They have Derwin James, they have Joey Bosa, Khalil Mack, J.C. Jackson,
Khalil Mack's like
Samuel.
35.
He's not. He's fucking like 32. Maybe.
He's not as good as what he was even last year.
Obviously, he's not as good as he was last year. Joey Bosa is fucking crazy good.
Yeah, Joey Bosa's good.
Kenneth Murray coming off his, second or rookie season.
Okay.
They signed Eric Kendricks.
Okay.
He's like one of the best linebackers in football.
He's not going to be good on the Chargers defense. He's not.
No fucking way, bro.
My list is good.
Okay, you want to hear mine?
Yeah.
That I just came up with off the top of my head?
Yeah. And also, I looked. So I did a little research on my picks.
This is me off the top of my head.
And I'm implementing some rookies into why I think some of these teams will be good.
What rookie on the 49ers is going to make them good?
No, they didn't have anybody.
What rookie on the Chiefs is going to make them good?
They didn't have anybody.
What rookie on the Bengals?
Well, they drafted a receiver.
What rookie
on
the
Bengals? Good.
What rookie on the Bengals is going to make them good? What rookie on the Bills?
Your running back.
He's our third stringer. What rookie on the Bills is going to be good?
Josh Allen.
Yeah. Okay. I could give you one on the Bills, but you don't know who it is. And then what's the?
Okay, just do your list. Just do your list.
I just want to make sure.
Because I didn't fucking look at all the players they drafted, so I don't know.
Okay. This is just off the top of the head. I would put the Chiefs probably 5. Lions at 4.
Lions.
Yeah.
Okay. That's not good.
The Jets at 3. Eagles at 2, and the Bengals at 1.
You put the Bengals at 1.
What about the Bengals offense makes you think it's bad?
You think the Eagles are worse? What about the Eagles offense makes you not even consider them?
They're second.
Yeah, I was talking about for being first. Like what on Philly doesn't make you think that they would be first?
Nothing, but I think the Bengals got a better offense because how they play.
Yeah, we'll see about this season. Hey, but I gave Bengals credit.
And I would maybe think about putting the Jaguars in there.
No.
Yes.
Mm-mm.
Why?
No.
Well, why not?
Because they're not on my top 5. So then they shouldn't be on anyone's top 5.
Trevor Lawrence, Christian Kirk, Calvin Ridley.
Yeah, I probably should have put the Jaguars in my top 5.
Evan Ingram had his best season ever last year.
Yeah, well, he can't catch a fucking football.
He literally was.
For one season, yeah. Congratulations. That's what you're paid millions of dollars to do.
He probably fucking was terrible because he's on the Giants.
He did terrible his whole career.
Because he's on the Giants.
It doesn't matter. All you do is catch a fucking ball. He had the most drops by tight end every season. He was a starter.
Okay, what happened
terrible.
last year?
Well, thank God he learned how to catch a ball. You're paying him $14 million almost.
Okay. They're paying him $14 million because he fucking was catching balls last year.
No.
Yes.
They paid him $14 million because he's one of the fastest tight ends, and he's actually a really good blocker as well. He ran the second fastest 40-yard dash as a tight end in the NFL right now. Kyle Pitts is the only tight end that ran a faster 40-yard dash than him.
That's not why they gave him the deal.
That's why I would give him the deal.
He had like 900 yards last year. With what?
With who?
Trevor Lawrence.
Exactly.
What the fuck do you mean? Yeah, that's what I just told you. He sucked because he had Daniel Jones.
No,
I'm
saying, yeah, he finally had one good season. That doesn't change
that
the
was
fact.
His first
that doesn't
season
change the
off
fact
the
that he
Giants.
drops the balls. When he's with the Giants, he had the most drops by tight end. How
Did he have the most drops last year?
How is that Daniel Jones' fault? How is that Daniel Jones' fault?
How is it
How
his
is that
fault?
Daniel
How's it
Jones'
his fault
fault
that he's fucking catching balls?
Well, they're
to Trevor
probably
Lawrence
fucking
now?
designing plays for Evan Ingram because you paid that much
They're
money
not.
for him, so you're going to
They
make sure
didn't
he
pay
gets
him
the
any
ball.
money to get him.
Well, now you have Evan Ingram, you're going to use him.
Max, they didn't pay any money to get him. They signed an extension for him so they could keep him.
I know.
So that makes no sense.
I'm looking at Evan Ingram from the Giants. Looking at his career from the Giants, what would make you feel like you're going to give him like a 3-year or 4-year
They
deal?
didn't.
Exactly.
Because then he played good and they were
Exactly.
like, oh, let's give him a deal.
And my whole point to
And
this
he's fucking
conversation,
26 years
my
old.
whole point to this conversation was that he has not been good at all ever since New York. And I said he finally
Not
had a
ever
good
since
season
New York.
last
That's
season.
all he's ever played
Last
is New
season.
York.
Last season, he finally had a good season. With a whole different offense, different quarterback.
You act like this has never happened before.
I'm just saying.
People can get better.
Ingram's not that good.
What's not
He's
good about
not
him?
good.
Okay, so he had 900 yards last year. He had like 6 touchdowns, and you said he's a good blocker and he's fast. What's bad about him?
Well, finally, because they're probably somebody using his size and speed for good use. So they're probably actually using him for good use.
So then why is he bad?
I'm not saying that he's that bad. Okay, that's why I'm saying the Giants are fucking awful. They're awful because it doesn't matter what talent you get. It doesn't matter what talent you put on New York.
They have a good coach now, and he's kind of turned them around.
Yeah, well, we'll see. Now you're not gonna have a fucking running back. So
Saquon signed a deal.
1 year.
Okay, but he's gonna play.
Okay. Do you think they're gonna win a Super Bowl this year?
No.
No. Then what's the fucking point in signing for a 1 year deal?
You don't fucking sign running backs to win Super Bowls.
You don't sign. They haven't signed anybody.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, Daniel Jones. Who is that?
Do you think
Daniel Jones will ever lead them to a Super Bowl?
No, Max.
And how good did Darren Waller do in his last 2 seasons with the Raiders?
If you go through the list of every quarterback, you can pick probably 2 per conference that's going to
win
a Super Bowl ever.
No. You brought up Darren Waller. So what did he do in the Raiders that changes the Giants' offense this year?
They have an amazing pass catcher.
Okay.
What do you mean? Okay.
So then if Darren Waller was that good, why didn't he stay in Oakland? Why didn't he stay with the Raiders? Because he sucked.
Darren Waller.
Yes.
He was hurt.
His last 2 seasons.
He was hurt and hurt.
When he did play,
he was good.
Nothing.
You're crazy, bro. Where do you get this information from?
Nothing.
Where do you get this information?
I watch every single fucking second of the NFL.
Where do you think Darren Waller's bad at? What's he
staying healthy? You're gonna pay some guy to sit the bench because he can't stay healthy for more than 2 weeks. If his last 2 seasons was filled with injuries and he's getting nothing but older, how the fuck is he supposed to stay healthy? He just has 2 years of rest. He has 2 years of no football because he doesn't play.
Dude, Max, everybody is getting older. Dalvin Cook missed his first 2 whole fucking seasons, came back, and he's a top 5 running back in football.
And Dalvin Cook didn't deserve that deal that he got. So
what, a 1 year fucking like $5 million?
He deserved like a 2.5 mil for deserting his Vikings like that.
They cut him. You fuck.
I was really hoping he was going to sign with the Colts, and then I was going to draft him.
Why would he sign for the Colts?
I thought they were going to do something with Jonathan Taylor by now. God damn. Like, what? He's obviously not going to play for you. Get rid of him.
Well, they're not going to fucking trade him for something they don't want.
Well, you're going to lose him for free eventually.
They'd probably just rather him get wasted than that.
I know, it's stupid. I'd rather get some at least decent draft picks from him.
Well, he's got to not be on the Colts by the end of the year, so.
No.
Yes, he is. He's not going to be on their team.
No, I'm saying, like, no, I meant to agree to that. But I feel like Jonathan Taylor needs to be. No. I'm not hauling. I think if Jonathan Taylor goes to the Dolphins, though, because I thought that's what was going to happen.
That's not going to matter. Tua fucking sucks.
I think Tua can throw a 2-yard pass.
Congrats.
And that's what Jonathan Taylor is known to do. He does all the screens. Oh, I mean, of course he does all the screens, but he's very good at
2,000 rushing yards.
That's probably why he wants to leave. Because he wanted a less workload towards the end of the season, did he not?
When he had 2,000 yards, I doubt it.
Well, I'm pretty sure I
Last
would
year
want.
he had like 800 yards.
Well, he never played last year.
Yes, he did. They just couldn't run the ball because they had Matt Ryan, and everybody knew they had to run it because he sucked.
That's why Jonathan Taylor is a good catching running back. I don't know why they don't use him more for that.
Well, if he was good.
And also, if you're Jonathan Taylor, why wouldn't you want to play with Jonathan? Why wouldn't you want to play with Anthony Richardson?
I don't think that's what he's caring about. It's that he wants money.
But I feel like this late. I mean, it's 2023 August, about to be September, and knowing everything that's already happened like this season with the running backs not being paid, what's he gonna do?
He's going to play.
He's part of that committee.
He's going to play until like week 8, and then they're going to trade him to the Philadelphia Eagles or the Miami Dolphins.
Yeah,
then,
but
and that's it.
do you think they're gonna want like heavy draft picks to rebuild, or do you think they're gonna want like a
He'll probably-
starter day one
he'll
in return?
No, they're not going to get a starter day one. That never happens.
Jonathan Taylor's, I thought maybe something.
No, they're probably going to end up trading him for like a second round pick and maybe like a 5th round pick, and that's it.
So I'm hoping the Eagles don't get.
But the Colts want to trade a 1st round pick. Like they want a 1st round pick for him, which they're not going to get.
No.
Because
No.
it's a running back.
Yeah.
And use your brain, and you see that the position is getting less value in the NFL. Why do you think you'd get a 1st round pick for him, especially if you don't want to pay him?
So do you think that Jonathan Taylor should have just shut up, signed the one
No,
like a 1 year
I don't
extension?
think that. I'm just saying, on the Colts part, like if you want,
I think he should have. I think he should just sign a 1 year extension to be
that's what he did.
or sign like an actual deal with the Colts, because this is the only thing I get afraid of for these running backs. And you look at I know this is forever ago, but it just kind of reminds me of the same situation. If you look at like a DeMarco Murray, and the second that he goes to a different team that doesn't have the same formation and O-line that he played for his whole career, he's just going to do shit.
Well, that's just because he went to a team instead of playing where he's instead of playing in a team where he's getting the ball and he has a running head start. He went to the Eagles and they play out of the shotgun a lot.
Yeah.
And he just got the ball and had to get speed quick, and he's not he doesn't have great acceleration right off the bat like that.
And so do you think Jonathan Taylor would do good at any team?
I think he would, because I think how he plays is like he can do that shit. Like he's good at shotgun. He can take it. I mean, he doesn't.
Well, I didn't know if
they don't
Colts
really
do play in a shotgun. I didn't know if they did that.
They did do
a lot.
it pretty good. I mean, Matt Ryan runs a vertical offense. That's where he was.
Yeah.
And then before that, it was Philip Rivers.
Yeah, Philip Rivers for a year, and then they had Carson Wentz.
I don't think I've ever seen Philip Rivers under the center.
No, yeah, I don't think I have either.
So. And Carson Wentz just sucks. So.
Yeah, what? I don't even know where to start with Carson Wentz. He's just gone. All right. Okay, so we'll go week 1. Lions Chiefs. Who do you have winning this game?
Probably the Chiefs pretty easily. Actually, I wouldn't say easily. I think it'd probably be a shootout.
Yeah.
I think the Lions are going to be good this year.
I don't know.
Wow.
That's a close one. I just don't think the Chiefs have any defense.
They also don't have any receivers.
Yeah, but you still have Travis Kelce and Patrick Mahomes, and regardless,
I agree.
Can't leave them out of the conversation.
I'm not saying leave them out of the conversation.
It doesn't matter what receiver Mahomes has. He makes them. He still is having his 300, 400 yard games without his best receivers. So that's
to win. Like he had good. Like he.
No, I'm saying I feel like he can. I
like
feel
last year,
I'm just saying
he had
Patrick
Juju,
Mahomes.
who's still like not great, but I mean he's still good.
Yeah, he's good.
Juju is a couple tiers above their receivers they have right now.
Yeah, they got Sky Moore.
Their starters probably this year are going to be, which I don't know if they're going to be even, because I feel like Sky Moore is. I don't know if he's going to be good. I don't know how he is going to be good because he's slow. I feel like he.
Western Michigan or Central Michigan?
I don't even know. I have no idea. But I just feel like is not. He doesn't look like a receiver to me, like how he plays and stuff. But him, and then the only one I think that could be good is Kadarius Toney, but he's always hurt. And then MVS.
Yeah, and I think now you're running into the issues where you're paying Mahomes and Kelsey all of this money.
Well, they have
And
their
so then
deals
you're
to where
losing these receivers.
Well, they have the well. They also a reason they didn't sign Tyreek is so they could sign people on defense, which they're still fucking up because Chris Jones isn't signed yet.
Yeah, and he's planning to set out till week
And
8.
he's probably like a top 5 fucking.
Yeah, and on Twitter, somebody tweeted at him, and they're like, no chance you're going to set out till week 8. And he commented back and he says, I can afford that.
He can. He's fucking.
Yeah, I mean.
He's been in the league for a while.
He's like 30.
Yeah, I mean, he's probably got some money.
Bengals, Browns, that's easy. We don't got to talk about it.
I don't know. The Browns
We don't got to talk
Browns
about
have our number.
No.
We beat the Browns once with Joe Burrow.
Deshaun Watson looks like absolute fucking dog shit. From training camp,
we
from
beat the Browns.
preseason, Deshaun Watson looks awful this year.
We beat the Browns one time. And
I don't think that matters for this year. I really don't. I think the Bengals will easily beat the Browns.
I
week
hope
1.
that's the case, but I don't know.
Yeah, I really think Deshaun Watson
Unless Joe decides to play like he did last year, week 1
against the Steelers.
Yeah, four picks.
Yeah, that interception by T.J. Watt at the line, that was nice.
Texans Ravens is a pretty easy win probably, unless C.J. Stroud just turns into Peyton Manning.
That'd be nice. Or Will Anderson gets like 4 sacks that game. Buccaneers, Vikings. I'm going Vikings. I think.
Yeah, I mean.
And we talked about this earlier. Jordan Addison, I think, is a very good addition to the Vikings. Losing Adam Thielen. And we talked about before the podcast started. We did talk about KJ Osborne. We looked up his stats. T.J. Hawkinson as well. Yeah.
And Alexander Madison's gonna be a baller.
Yeah, he is. I drafted him in one of my leagues. But yeah, I think the Vikings will be decent this year. I mean, of course, losing Dalvin Cook and Adam Thielen are two big pieces.
I think they're gonna finish third in that division.
Yeah, I think for the Vikings it comes down to. All right, you saw Justin Jefferson, so I don't really think you have anything to worry about, but it's about your defense, and you can only outscore so many opponents every single week until you have to really rely on your defense. And
yeah, but it's kind of hard to outscore opponents. Like, I think Kirk Cousins is good, but he's not gonna win you a bunch of games.
He won them a bunch of games.
Did he? Because they started off like fucking 8-0, and then they fucking barely made the playoffs or something.
I think Kirk Cousins is a lot better than what people give him credit for. He had the longest streak last season with the game without having like a passing touchdown. And people always talk bad about Kirk Cousins. Not bad, because he's not a bad quarterback, but I think he deserves more credit than what people give him, because I think he actually is a decent quarterback.
Yeah, but if you think about it, though, you've never had better receivers.
I mean, granted, yeah. And I'm sure any quarterback could probably look as good as him with Justin Jefferson.
He went from Justin Jefferson, or before Justin Jefferson and Thielen, he had Stephon Diggs and Thielen.
Yeah.
Doesn't seem like too bad of a
not really, no.
job to have.
Pretty good cashing partners right there.
Fucking blow anyways.
Jaguars, Colts.
You skipped a whole slate.
Yeah. 49ers, Steelers. This is...
Why'd you skip over? You said Jaguars, Colts, and we're not going to talk about it.
Yeah.
What do you mean, yeah?
If the Jaguars lose to the Colts, I'll fucking cut off my balls live on stream. It's not going to fucking happen. The Colts...
Okay.
The Colts have a rookie QB.
What does that mean?
I'm just saying, week 1.
What do you
against
mean?
the Jaguars, who are a very solid team and defensive team,
they're
going to be fine.
You really think?
You really think the Colts are going to beat the Jaguars?
I'm not saying I think.
Then why are we even debating it?
You said there's no chance they beat them.
Colts?
Yes.
Yeah.
Why?
Who do they have on defense?
A lot of good players.
Do they?
Yeah.
Because their middle linebacker's out for the first 3 games.
Who?
DeForest Buckner's out for the first 2 games. So then they got Isaiah Rodgers, who's going to be out for the first game because he has a hamstring
Isaiah Rodgers is cut from their team because he was gambling.
Yeah, good. Oh, yeah, that's right. So one of their other cornerbacks is has a hamstring injury. So they already have 3 players, and 2 of them are their best players, DeForest Buckner and, what's his name? Jack Leonard.
I have not seen that they're not playing.
Alex, if you go on Twitter, Alex Golden posted it. He's one of the Colts free riders, and he attends their camps. And I follow him because he's a Pacers rider too. So he tweeted that 2 days ago. 49ers and Steelers. Who do you think?
49ers, Steelers? I mean, that's going to be a rough ass game, dude. It's
I
probably
know.
going to be low scoring.
I think
I'd probably say the
I'm
49ers.
gonna say 49ers
Yeah.
week one because
It'll be a
I think
rough
they just
game,
have
dude.
too much of a. I just don't know how you stop that. Debo Samuel, Brandon Ayuk, Christian McCaffrey. Okay, Titans Saints. Jake, you can
Dude,
pull it up at the end of it.
DeForest Buckner's not even hurt.
I'll show you Alex Golden's tweet at the very end when we're done with these scores.
Okay.
Let's just go through it. Titans Saints. Titans.
Don't really give a fuck.
You got
I think
D Hop
the Saints
now.
are going to win.
You got D Hop now.
Who's your quarterback?
Oh, I don't know.
There you go. That's why they're not winning.
Will Levis or Malik Willis.
Yeah, that's why they're not winning. The Saints are winning. The Saints defense.
Well, you got
is
D
fucking-
Hop and
The
you got
Saints
Derrick
defense?
Henry. So it doesn't matter if you have a shitty ass quarterback. Just give it to Derrick Henry. Why does it matter? He can at least give you 115 yards against the Saints.
The Saints are good at defense.
I thought last year that they were very good at pass defense. I did not think they were any good at run defense.
Either way, you think if they don't know who the quarterback is, you know what they're doing? 9 people in the box every play.
Well, granted, too, Will Levis and Malik Willis are scramblers, so it doesn't matter if they put many
Will
in the
Levis
box.
is
They're
not a scrambler.
Levis is a scrambler. When he was at Penn State, he was a scrambler
When did he play at Penn State?
for like 4 games, and then he didn't play for us anymore
Yeah, he's not gonna be.
because then we gave
He'll be scrambling for
fucking
his
Sean
life.
Clifford the starting job.
He'll be scrambling for his life,
What was the year that we gave Sean Clifford the starting job?
and you're not winning a game just running the ball.
No, you can't. But
And guess what?
I
Derek
feel like-
Carr is 10 times better than the quarterbacks they have.
yeah,
And then he's going to have Chris Olave, who's way better than them.
yeah, and he's on my fantasy, so he better have 200 fucking yards week one. Raiders Broncos. I think that's kind of even.
I think it's kind of a shit game.
I mean, it's bad. Both teams are bad.
I'd probably
but
pick-
I'd take
I'll
the
pick the
Broncos.
Broncos.
Yeah,
Just because of their defense.
yeah. And then who's their quarterback? Jimmy G.
Yeah.
Let's see how good he does.
See,
Eagles Patriots.
Eagles by a mile.
Yeah.
Maybe not by a mile. Bill
I mean, you got
Belichick.
Ramondre Stevenson and Ezekiel Elliott now.
And Mac Jones.
Yeah, so that ruins your chances. Rams Seahawks.
Seahawks.
Yeah, see, it
The
depends.
Rams are going to be.
Unless you think the Rams ever are gonna look like they did.
Who's going to be good on their defense?
That's what I'm saying.
Besides
Like
Aaron
their window has passed, and Matt. I mean,
Quick.
I think yeah, I think it was
Went
one
to the
season.
Super Bowl and
One
they
season.
were gone.
Their window was one season. Because you had Matthew Stafford balling out. I mean,
But
I
he
don't
also
think
has
my,
some shit with his shoulder.
yeah, but unless they're gonna play like they did last season, they can't. There's no way that they
Well, they
can.
had Baker
And
Mayfield
so
last year.
yeah. Dolphins Chargers. I think this would be the closest game of the week.
That's crazy to say.
You don't think so?
No.
I just think it's gonna be like a
I mean, I think
offensive
it'll be a
scoring
high
out.
or high scoring
Yeah, that's what I
game,
mean.
probably,
I think
but
it's
don't
gonna be like a
gonna be
3-point. I could see it being like a 34-31 win. Like I'd say the Dolphins win 34-31.
Yeah, I'd probably take the Dolphins.
So
Actually,
I don't know. Actually, because
No,
Tua
I'd
always
probably-
raises questions for me.
I'd probably take the Chargers, actually.
If Tua has a good game, like is very accurate in throwing on the and actually throwing the ball like a decent amount of yards down the field, then Dolphins would have it.
Yeah, I'd take the Chargers, probably.
Yeah, I think every game is really just depending on how accurate Tua is going to be that game with deep balls.
Well, he's accurate. He just doesn't have the arm strength.
No,
to get it.
yeah, that's I meant I should have reworded that. And able to get the ball to the field, down
To
the field,
There you go.
to the player, because Tyreek Hill only runs streaks. Packers,
Yeah,
Bears,
Madden.
Packers, Bears.
Bears.
Yeah, I mean Jordan Love. Do you see him throwing 30 touchdowns this season?
No. No.
Neither do I.
I'd give him maybe 20.
Cowboys, Giants.
That's a rough one, but I'd probably give it to the Cowboys because the Cowboys always have the Giants number.
Yep, they got a pretty strong defense too. So, Bills, Jets.
Jets.
Bills.
Okay.
Bills.
It's 9/11 in New York.
That's terrible.
I'm just saying.
Rest in peace. Yeah, I don't know.
Week 2 now. I'm just kidding.
I think Bills. Yeah, you can go ahead and talk real quick. I'm gonna excuse myself.
What am I? Okay.
I got this. I don't
Alright.
stop it.
Well, looks like we're gonna dissect why Max is such a fucking idiot, and thinks that. Actually, I can't really dissect it without him here, but if anybody's watching this and you want to leave a comment and tell me why Max thinks that that any of that makes any sense. What he was talking about with top 5 offenses, just let me know because I feel like he might be going insane or he's on acid or something because there's no fucking way he has the Bills as the best offense in the league because they have Josh Allen and Diggs, and then that's it. And then he thinks he can talk shit from the bathroom. So, but I mean, and then we're going to be talking about whenever he decides to come back in here. We're talking about the best rookies, but he says we can't include the best players. So that makes no fucking sense. So we'll see how it goes.
What do you say?
Are you done?
No.
Well, then hurry up.
I'm finishing.
Jesus.
Better talk about the new deal.
What new deal?
The highest paid tight end in history.
Who?
Literally happened 15 minutes ago.
What are you talking about?
T.J. Hawkinson.
Oh,
highest
shit.
paid tight end in history.
Oh, yeah. T.J. Hawkinson got a new deal, which is smart. I mean, I don't know why you wouldn't do that. He's probably...
So do you think that's
He's
a
probably a
fucking
top
punch
5.
in the face to Travis Kelce or what?
Why? Travis Kelce took less money on purpose.
Yeah, no, he's a team player.
Hawkinson's not a dick.
T.J. Hawkinson is
Baller.
amazing. So I
I
had him
think-
on my fantasy. He kind
Yeah,
of helped me
he's
beat
so
you in the
good.
championship last season.
No, you know who helped you beat me in the championship.
Najee Harris, baby. And it's going to do the same exact thing this year. Not Najee Harris, but just me beating you in the championship.
You think you're both going to the championship again before the draft even happened?
All right, so that's week 1.
Now on to week 2.
No.
No.
Yeah, exciting season. Of course, it's still a week away. But outside of baseball, and of course, it's kind of a sore subject for us right now.
Because the
Talk
Reds
about the
suck.
MLB.
Because we keep
Yeah.
giving our shitty manager an extension, even though he just continues.
He can't
to
put
say
it.
why
He can't put out a
shouldn't be a
lineup
fucking
that
manager.
can score 3 runs. So
Well, he
good
did
for
last
him.
night.
Yeah.
CES had a 4-hit game and hit a home run to give us a 3-4 run lead.
Yeah, thank God. Hunter Green finally had a good game.
Well, I mean, the
last
take
2
him
were
a couple of
yeah.
games to get back into.
And Lodolo is supposed to come back next week.
Fucking,
Not back to the team, but
they still don't even know what's wrong with India,
yeah. So
and he's supposed to be back mid-September.
yeah, that's sucks. Injuries.
Oh, I
kinda
do
Man U.
want to talk about, if I don't know when we're going to be done, but one thing I do want to talk about, because I was just hyped when it happened, Sugar Sean winning the championship over Aljamain Sterling was awesome. I was absolutely jacked up when that happened.
I don't know nothing about it.
Yeah, I know you don't. I just wanted to put it out there.
How does that make you feel?
It was awesome. It felt amazing, because I like Sugar
Does it
Sean
make
a
you
lot.
like horny?
No, but I also just don't like Aljamain Sterling, because he acted like he was like the best fucking fighter of all time, because he won his belt from a disqualification, which he should have got, but he was like running around like dancing and like, yeah, I won like championship, yeah, and he literally got knocked out on a legal hit, but he still got it.
When's
It
Conor
should have been
McGregor coming
vacated.
back?
He's not coming back.
What, Ronda Rousey?
But John Jones fights in like a month. And I'm excited about that.
When was his last fight?
John Jones?
Yeah.
Like earlier this year or later last year.
Oh really?
Yeah, he fought Saul Gane and beat him in the first
Oh
round.
yeah, I
He
remember that.
choked him
Yeah,
out.
yeah. I thought Gane was gonna like just tackle him and murder
You're
him.
crazy.
He's huge. Wouldn't you just?
John Jones is probably the best UFC fighter of all time.
Yeah. Did you see what Gane can bench?
I don't give a fuck.
I follow him on Instagram.
You can fight whatever you can bench whatever you want. You can't
Like
fight.
he fucking benches 405.
He got his ass beat by fucking Ngannou.
Yeah, he's probably big. He just has no speed or nothing.
No, he is. He got speed and shit. He just is not John Jones.
Oh, he posts like his leg
John
kicks.
Jones came out there with a gut. and
Well,
beat
he
his ass.
posts his leg kicks on his story. Gane, that punching bag literally probably is waving like 10 miles an hour. Like if he were to ever
Like
kick me in
all
my
of it.
ribs, he would slice my body in half.
That'd probably be the same for John Jones, Conor McGregor, any of them.
Well, John Jones took care of him. I'm
He
pretty sure we
no,
watched
he
it
put him
together.
on the first round.
I thought we watched that one together, didn't we?
No. I was at my house. I bought the fight at my
Ah.
house.
I can't remember. I watched the fight last
That's the
season.
last time I bought a fight was the John Jones fight. And I'm gonna buy this one. when it comes. Actually, no, I'm going to my dad's to watch it.
I'm just gonna stream it illegally. I mean, illegally. All right.
Now we're gonna get arrested. Thanks.
Shit. Fuck.
All right. Well, I think that's
Coffee
about it.
spelled backwards
What?
is EFOC.
Congrats. I think that's about all we're talking about.
All right. Yeah.
Oh well, there is something we don't have to talk about now, but we can talk about next time. College football too.
Yeah. I think next episode we can really focus on that one because that's
A big week
happening
next week.
in very
Actually,
soon.
yeah, that's happening
this,
literally Saturday.
this weekend.
Yeah.
So we'll have to get another episode in before college
UC's
football
gonna go
starts.
undefeated, win the Big 12.
I mean, there's a chance.
No, it's not. We play Oklahoma.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Probably not gonna win.
I think that's about it, though.
Yeah, that is it.
Yeah.
I think we're good.
All right. Well, stay tuned for the next episode. If you guys are around the Cincinnati area,
Give us
pay
a kiss.
attention to the Reds game tomorrow. We are in the second row in the outfield,
And I'm gonna
playing the Cubs.
catch
So.
TJ Friedels
Nuts.
in my.
Now. You weren't gonna say it, but I did. Yeah.
say something
So stay tuned. Watch out for the next episode. You'll see another one before college football. I promise you on that.
Another one. That's in 2 days.
Yeah, we got it. Yeah, we got
I
it.
guess we are gonna hang out tomorrow. So.
And it's just gonna be a college football podcast, I think. So,
Yeah.
'cause we covered pretty much everything else. I mean, we could cover MLB on the next one, but fucking,
Nah.
I hate talking about the MLB when the Reds aren't doing good. So,
And we almost got no hit. So
yeah. So maybe if
Alright.
we win tonight.
Yeah,
Do we play
probably.
tonight?
No.
No.
we have
Okay.
a doubleheader tomorrow.
All right. That's it. See you later. Deuces.